the loss to Portland.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
It's almost like a field goal kicker missing after all the hard work is put in. It's just a frustrating way to go down.
The drive by Collison. It's good. A rare treat tonight, C-Web, the marquee matchup between two of the best centers in the game.
Well, how about that? I love it. You know, the league has been trending toward medium height players that can switch endlessly, those type of things. And don't get me wrong, I love the evolution of the game. But now we get the old heavyweight title match. This is what we love, the banging in the paint, the elbows, the jump hooks, the dunks, the rebounds. But for those teams that have a legit anchor inside, it can always be a big advantage. Let's see who imposes their will tonight.
It'll be fun to watch. Here is Collison, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Outside Collison. Pass to Ross. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
It's easy to admire Embiid. I mean, the game seems to come so easy to the big fella, especially when it comes to dunking.
Now here's Murray. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. That shot off. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Pass to Ross. Back to Collison. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Pulls up. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got his first bucket of the night.
There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
Right side, Collison. Ross with it. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Embiid. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Jordan. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Passed in Waba. Ross on the wing. And there it is for him.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Murray with it. Here's Jordan. Charlotte moving it around. Murray, good.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Now here's Collison. Here's Embiid. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got his second basket of the game.
And the shooting percentage Jordan records from here is insane. If you get him the ball in a good spot, he usually finishes.
Down low. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jordan's got 6 points.
I mean, that's about the only way he can score from there. Perfect use of the reverse in the face of some tough D.
Charlotte leading by 3. Here's DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies. I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Throughout his career, Jordan Clarkson has always been able to score.
You're right, Kevin. And throughout his career, he's always been a guy that can hurt you from outside, mid-range, and in the paint as well. He's a natural scorer when he has the ball in his hands. I mean, he's very adept at navigating traffic and can twist and turn his body to protect the ball. And gets a shot up inside anytime he wants.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Celtics. 7-point differential. Outside, House. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, their goal on D is to not give him any clean looks from long range.
Gordon inside. And he converts the layup.
Fearlessness. Gordon using his strength to get off a good quality look inside.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Pass to House. Over Hayward. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 9. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. To the wing right side. Here's Dotson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Murray outside. A second chance effort. And he hits the jump shot.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Big-time scoring is always a premium, Chris, when you're evaluating players on the offensive side. What do you hope to find as you kind of break down their game?
I hope to find that you can dribble, shoot, and pass. Because if you can do those things and you're a great scorer, then I know that if you get double teamed, you can find an open man. That if you have the heart of an unselfish player, that you're willing to think 2-3 plays ahead of how to set someone else up that's struggling. Because a great player can always get their own. And also on the offensive side of the ball, are you careless? Do you value possessions? Do you make easy turnovers? And if you do make a turnover in the offensive end, what is your temperature like defensively? Will you run back and get back and try to get a stop? What type of player are you overall? Great offensive players are result-oriented, not necessarily seeking individual numbers or acclaim, and that's a big part of my evaluation.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't happy.
Kicks it out to Gordon. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Boston on D, trailing by 13. Pass to Chang. 5 on the clock. Here's Murray. Charlotte needs to get a shot off. And Chang gets it to go.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Oh, you hear that? No, you don't hear anything. They silence the crowd with this big lead. No sign that they're letting up.
Hayward outside. Pass to Johnson. Goes back up. Green with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
They're still looking for his first points of the quarter. He's not doing anything to help them cut into the lead.
Remember back in 2016, James Johnson signed a make-good contract with the Heat. He's transformed his body, going from about 274 to under 240. And in the following season, they rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million deal. And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
Celtics trail by 17. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Here's Murray. Outside Gordon. Jang inside. Hayward looking over the floor. And here's Gordon from outside. And so it's Charlotte. Their lead at 15. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Green. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovich, I love the display of unselfishness.
For 3, Gordon inside. Collins. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a 16-point game. Here's Bogdanovich. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, the touch, the timing. Bogdanovich loves catching the defense by surprise with the shot off the pass.
Hayward right side. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Hayward's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that way.
Inside. Here's Embiid. A shot, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
C-Webb, a great defensive team last season. What's surprising is that the Celtics didn't create that many turnovers, though.
Yeah, 23rd in the league in steals. They don't gamble a lot, but they are active and they're relentless. And they have a coach who makes great in-game adjustments.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Now a timeout called by Boston. NBA offenses have always been complex, and they always are evolving, but C-Webb, the movement and precision now seems to be at another level. Would you agree?
You know what, Kev, I disagree a little bit with that. You know, having played in different teams with some complex offenses, it's still all the basics. You still have the old flex offense, and that's nothing but what Utah, Karl Malone and John Stockton used some 20 years ago. You still have triangle principles, which is what Jordan and Pippen used some 20, 25 years ago. And if you really want to go back to the Bob Cousy days when he played with Bill Russell, you still have a lot of throwing it into the post and cutting off of it. I think the players have evolved and the players' skill sets are better, but as far as offensive sets, I don't see that much has changed, except how do you execute them, and can you execute them with having the right position players with the correct skill set on the floor at the time that you call them to play.
I love your honest appraisal.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game, don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
That lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting it like he has so far.
Pass to Dotson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Charlotte leading by 18. Kept alive. Here's DeRozan. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
Boston again missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's the 3. And Boston with the rebound. From the wing. Again, the miss by the Celtics. All sorts of time. And the jumper is on the mark. DeRozan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the middle. Pass to House. From the arc. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Charlotte leading by 20. Puts up a 3. DeRozan's shot is off.
His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job on it.
And last year, we saw what a full season of Embiid looks like. I mean, scary to think that this is just the beginning of his career. He looks like he can go down as one of the greats to play if he can stay healthy.
Out to DeRozan. Pass to Clarkson. Lets the 3 fly. Damon Green with the rebound.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And that one's good. House. And Embiid has already made the jump from star to superstar.
And part of that is his personality. I think his game does speak for itself. Gives you everything you want from a center on both ends of the floor. Effortless athleticism and has incredible skill and touch for a player his size.
It's stolen by DeRozan. Here's Clarkson. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Clarkson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And the thing about Clarkson, he really plays with an edge, especially once he gets it up inside.
Here's Dotson. Doesn't go that time. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. And DeRozan. Here we go. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Now here's Green. It's tipped.
Now, the length of kid Gilchrist, that's what allows him to catch up with these shots. A sensational shot blocker from behind.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Stolen by Clarkson. It's 2-on-1. And the basket by DeRozan.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
A drive by Collison. That's tipped. And he gets it back. Kid Gilchrist comes with a double team. They need this. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. And with DeRozan getting traded, he said he felt backstabbed by Raptors management after they said he wouldn't be traded. at the end of the day, people will do what's best for their own position, whether they're a GM or a player. But you better believe they'll love DeRozan in Toronto forever, no matter what jersey he wears.
Celtics call timeout. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. Instead of forcing shots, he's got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Charlotte. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
On the wing, DeRozan. 6 to shoot. And the shot goes in. DeRozan's got 19 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Bogdanovich left side. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, going up against a big run, trying to mount one of your own, I mean, it's exhausting and takes a tremendous amount of energy here.
Here's DeRozan. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
They need this one. He gets that one.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Well, he created a little separation from that mid-range. Just a good shot for him in that situation.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Back to Williams. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. 6 seconds left in the first half. Deflects the pass. Good if it goes. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Charlotte. He's at the quarter century mark. 25 points for. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Now here's Collison. Lays it up and banks it in. Collison's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Celtics.
Anyway, talk about a coach who gets the most out of his guys and what he has to work with. I mean, none other than Brad Stevens. I mean, he's done it for years. First in college, now on the greatest level.
To the inside. And the jam by Ross.
And Collison is remarkable in how he runs pick and roll sets. His quickness and precise passing ability really causes the defense fits.
Pass to Clarkson. Back to Murray. On the wing, DeRozan. And he's way off from outside. And talking about Stevens, many people were shocked when he received 0 votes from his peers for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, I think people just got used to his style. And it's not just the great scheme that he has. He does a fantastic, subtle job of motivating players and keeping everyone focused.
Here's Ross. And Jordan sends it back.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Here's Clarkson. Charlotte no good that time either.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
And so it's Charlotte with it. DeRozan in the corner. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
But they'll get another chance. Down low. Another shot. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Charlotte. Boston shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Well, I just love the way Embiid controls the game and inserts his will on the floor. He's so sound offensively and has a terrific inside-out game. And defensively, he'll always challenge a shooter or someone foolish enough to drive in him.
Ross, that's good.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Out to DeRozan. Lots of room. No good off the back of the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Count that one. Waba's got his first basket.
Oh, just a fantastic read by Collison. A pass-first point guard who really dishes the ball well out there.
Here's Nwaba to the paint. The Celtics working the ball around now. Back to Collison. And the layup is good. Collison's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Not the tightest of D on him, but not the best of finishes either.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. Pass to Nwaba. Inside. Gasol deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. On the wing, DeRozan. To stop the drought. He can't hit that time. Now Boston takes it the other way.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Schroeder. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And they pick up 2.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to Chang. Gasol with the steal. Here's Bogdanovich. Yep, that one goes. Bogdanovich has got 5 now.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's Jang. He's guarded by Ross. Kicks it out to Gordon. Nailed from three-point land. 10 points for him.
Well, you really do have to D up Gordon from deep. I mean, he doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a 2-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's Murray penetrating. A shot by Hayward, wide open. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
A quick decision maker. Hayward wasting no time. Launches it right out of the catch.
Now Schroeder lays it up off the glass. And with Pau Gasol, even after almost 2 decades in the league, Greg, he is still a very effective player.
You know, Pau just never seems to get credit for how smart a player he is. When he makes a play on offense, he knows exactly how a defense will react, what will open up, and what the best options are. Kobe knows just how great a teammate Gasol is, and Gasol's knowledge of the game really on an elite level.
And he's able to get it back. Murray, good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Back to Schroeder. Rebound by Jang.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Kicks it out to Gordon. Williams with the block. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Not letting the defense alter his shot. I mean, Bogdanovich so good at remaining in control on the way up.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
Checking in for your Celtics.
1:36 left in the third. Deep two from Murray. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Dotson. Gasol. And he gets the bucket.
No, you can't lay that pass in there any better.
For Charlotte, they have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4-7 from the foul line tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Boston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Both free throws good from Gasol.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Pass to Murray. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range. Murray's got 11 points.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
There's Gordon with the 3. Rebound by Williams. Here are the Celtics with the ball. From deep. Tries again. And Bogdanovich lays it in. Bogdanovich has got 7 points for the quarter.
No excuse for not boxing out Bogdanovich. He'll torch you for that mistake more often than not.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Hayward on the wing. Outside for Murray. Gordon for 3. And Boston with the rebound. Bogdanovich wide open. They grab their own miss. Right side Gasol. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And so it's Charlotte feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And they're winning the turnover battle. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Charlotte leading by 17. In the corner, it's Hayward. Misses the 3.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Nwaba gets the bucket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
The 15-footer. Eric Gordon grabs the board.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
DeRozan surveying the D. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Darren Collison. Both free throws good from DeRozan. Celtics trail by 17. And here's Collison. To the inside. And stolen by Jordan. Kid Gilchrist trying to free himself up. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 32 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
DeRozan's shot is off. Outside Collison. Nice ball movement by Boston. Five to shoot. The baseline J. Stolen by Gordon. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside Bogdanovich. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
It's stolen by Green. Three-pointer. Pass to Collison. And here is Green. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, I love to see the unselfishness from Collison. Really whips the ball over to the open man quickly.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's DeRozan. Embiid knocks it loose.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
Out left to the wing. Wide open look. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation to Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
The drive by Green. And DeRozan sends it back. To stop the drought. It's deflected. And he recovers it. Another shot. And it's good on the way in. DeRozan's got 34.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Several teams changing it up here. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Gordon for 3. Good on the triple. And Charlotte leads by 17.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
Pass to Embiid. And too long on the shot. And so here's Charlotte. DeRozan. That's good. DeRozan's got 36.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And DeAndre Jordan, the all-time leader in career field goal percentage, Greg, by a sizable margin.
Yeah, the most prolific dunker in the league, maybe in league history.
And a new group in for the Celtics. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Celtics, trailing by 19. Over to the wing. Down low. Here's Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, he just exploited the size mismatch, and he's getting easy looks tonight.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Outside Gordon. DeRozan on the wing. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
The entire offense has revolved around him today, and that's been the perfect game plan.
Schroeder, right side. Shoots the 3. Jordan with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Cheap turnover. You got to make sure your target's ready for the pass before you let it go.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the inside. Gasol. Yep, that one goes.
And the stick-with-it attitude of Gasol, just overwhelming the defense with his length.
That one good for 2. 8 points for DeAndre Jordan.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Pro basketball is one of the few sports where awards are league-wide, C-Web, and not divided by conference. Or if the NBA should consider giving out separate awards, you know, for the East and the West.
You know, Kev, I don't know about Eastern and Western Conference, but I do believe that there should be an offensive MVP. I do believe there should be a difference between MVP and maybe the best player in the league, because how do we define some of these things? So I do think we can tinker with some of the awards, but East and West, I'm not really sure with. I think it should always be about the best out of the total number of teams and conferences.
Good perspective. Charlotte making a switch here. Celtics on D. 19-point game. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Off target from outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. The Celtics working the ball around now. Now Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Sometimes this is all you can do on defense. Embiid is so aggressive and determined near the bucket.
Wide open look here for Murray. But they get it back.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Checking in for your Celtics.
1:44 left here in the fourth quarter. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Murray's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Ross. No good off the front iron.
Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one.
Chris, the last few years, talk of expansion has come up. Are we ready, you think, in the NBA to add some more teams?
I think we are. Now, expanding to 32 teams might stretch the talent a little bit thin, but I think we could handle a couple of years with that because of the youth of the players, and it could actually switch it up a little bit. I mean, come on, Kevin. You like me. You're a big basketball and big sports fan. You know we have to have a team in Seattle.
I would love to see it. Absolutely.
I mean, come on. You know how crazy those fans were. You know we have to have that come back, and then there's some places. Think about how great Oklahoma City is.
Yes.
And how they've just embraced this Thunder team. There might be a couple more places out there with that type of passion and fans saying, listen, if you give us a team, we promise we'll nurture it, take care of it, and root for it the loudest. And I like having that. I think it's time to definitely investigate expansion, but we got to get back to Seattle first and foremost.
And Gorgui Dieng is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Charlotte.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeMar DeRozan.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
It's deflected. It's stolen by DeRozan. Oh!
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. The finish. And DeRozan throws it down.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Wow, this is just a huge road win. These guys banded together. Just an awesome performance.
Embiid with it. It's House outside. That one's not going to go. So no problem.